In this yoga practice, we experiment with 3 types of arm balancing postures, mostly upright, leaning forward, and upside down arm balances. Each type of poses challenges your upper body, shoulders, and core in a slightly different way. We also use props for all 3 arm balance poses to make it a bit easier for you to experiment and figure out what your body is capable of. And since arm balances require extensive preparation, even if you skip some or all of the arm balancing postures, you will still loosen up your neck and shoulders. I'm Olga Cable, yoga teacher and yoga therapist. Let's begin. For this practice, we will need 2 yoga blocks, or if you don't have yoga blocks, then a couple of thick books about the same thickness. So go ahead and collect your props and then get settled in a comfortable seated position of your choice. Close your eyes. Make sure that you sit nice and tall. And then bring your attention to your breath and begin to deepen your inhalation and lengthen your exhalation. And as you continue to do that, let's bring some directionality to the breath. So every time you inhale, try to inflate your chest first, and then gradually inflate your belly. And with the exhalation, gradually contract your abdomen from the pubic bone toward the navel, and then deflate the chest. And again, inhale for about 6 seconds, gradually inflating your chest from top to bottom, and then expanding your belly. And exhale for about 6 seconds, gradually contracting the abdomen from the pubic bone toward the navel, and then deflating the chest. Continue to breathe like that, from top to bottom on the inhale for about 6 seconds. And from the bottom to the top on the exhale. Again, about 6 seconds. And now let's add the arm movements to that. So with the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high, touch the fingertips and look up at your hands. And with the exhalation, bring your arms out and down and then to the opposite shoulders, tucking the chin in. And let's do it again for about 6 seconds. Sweep your arms out and up and look up. And for about 6 seconds, bring your arms out and down, hands to the opposite shoulders, tuck the chin in. Do that 2 more times on your own, please. 6-second inhalation, 6-second exhalation. And whenever you finish with your current cycle, go ahead and transition onto your hands and knees, please. And then move down into the child's pose, placing your hands on your lower back. With the next inhalation, lift up on your knees, sweeping your right arm out and up. And then with the exhalation, bring your right cheek to the ground, chest to your thighs, and your right hand to the lower back. And let's do it on the other side. On the inhale, lift up on your knees, sweeping your left arm out and up. Head is at the center. And with the exhalation, gradually contract your abdomen, bringing your chest down towards your thighs. Left cheek to the ground, left hand to your lower back. Again, inhale, sweeping your right arm out and up as you go up. Lengthen. And with the exhalation, move down. Right cheek to the ground. If your cheek doesn't touch the floor, it's fine. Still turn your head. And again, left arm sweeps as you go up. Lengthen at the top, and then move down, turning your head to your right. We'll add another movement this time. So with the inhalation, go back up, sweeping your right arm out and up. Now keep your arm extended, and with the next exhalation, slowly bend forward with the arm extended. Put your palm on the floor. With the inhalation, reach forward, lengthen, and go all the way up on your knees again. And with the exhalation, contract your abdomen, move down, right hand to your lower back, right cheek to the ground. Again, left arm, lifting up on the knees, lengthening. Keep your arm extended. With the exhalation, bend forward with the arm extended. Put your hand on the floor. With the inhalation, lengthen through the upper body and your arm as you go all the way up. And with the exhalation, bring your left cheek to the ground and your left hand to your lower back as you move down. Go ahead and continue on your own. 6-second inhalation and 6-second exhalation, moving with your breath. And whenever you're finished with that, go ahead and transition up onto your hands and knees first, and then lie down on your stomach. Put your forehead on the ground for now, both hands on your lower back, feet about hip distance apart, pelvis anchored. With the next inhalation, lift your upper body up, sweeping your right arm out and forward and raising your left leg up off the floor. Head is in line with the spine. And with the exhalation, move back down, right ear to the ground, hand to your lower back, foot down. Same on the other side. Sweep your left arm out and forward, lifting the chest up and raising your right leg up at the same time. And with the exhalation, bring your left ear to the ground, left hand to your lower back, leg goes down as well. Continue to move like that, alternating sides. And again, make sure that your inhalation is at least 6 seconds and your exhalation is at least 6 seconds as well. Every time you lift up, make sure that you lengthen actively all along your spine, through your extended arm and extended leg. Once you do an even number on both sides, please come on up onto your hands and knees. Make sure that your wrists are aligned underneath your shoulder joints and your knees are aligned underneath the hip joints. With the inhalation, lift the chest forward and up, and with the next exhalation, pull your right knee toward your chest, at the same time rounding your back and tucking the chin in. With the inhalation, extend your right leg back behind you and lift the chest forward and up away from the navel. And with the exhalation, again, contract the abdomen, pull the knee toward the chest and your forehead toward the knee. We'll continue with that. Every time you exhale, pull the knee in toward yourself, tucking the chin in, rounding your back. And every time you inhale, pull the chest forward and up away from the navel as you extend your leg back. Do that 2 more times on your own, keeping your inhalation at 6 and exhalation at 6 seconds. And then next time when you bring the knee in toward the chest, keep it there, keep the chin tucked in. Round your upper back and pull it up toward the ceiling. Stay in the pose. Every time you exhale, try to pull the knee a little bit closer in toward yourself. And on the inhale, inflate your back, rounding it. Continue to breathe like that. Still try to maintain the pace of the breath of 6 and 6. And try to hug your knee in a little bit closer with every exhalation. Next time when you inhale, move your leg back and lift the chest up. Stretch. And with the exhalation, put your knee down and move down into the child's pose. Rest here for a couple of breaths. Relax your neck. With the next inhalation, come on up onto your hands and knees again. And with the exhalation, pull your left knee in toward the chest, tucking the chin in and rounding your back. Again, inhale for about 6, extending your left leg behind you and lifting the chest up. And with the exhalation, contract the abdomen, hug the knee in, tuck the chin in, rounding your back. Continue to move like that on your own. 6-second inhalation, 6-second exhalation. And then next time when you bring the knee in, keep it there. Every time you inhale, inflate your upper middle back, keep rounding it. And with every exhalation, try to hug your thigh a little bit closer toward yourself. Do your best to keep your toes off the ground, but if it becomes too challenging, you can always touch the toes to the ground if you need to. Keep the chin tucked in, and make sure that you keep lifting up on your shoulders. With the next exhalation, put your knee down and move down into the child's pose. Place your hands on your lower back. Relax the neck. With the inhalation, lift up on the knees, sweeping your arms out and up, reach up high. And with the exhalation, turn to your right, bringing your arms out to the sides and look back. With the inhalation, turn forward, sweeping both arms up. And with the exhalation, turn to your left, bringing your arms out to the sides and looking back. Inhale, turn forward again, reaching up high. And with the exhalation, move all the way down into the child's pose, hands to your lower back. Relax the neck. Do that again. Inhale, lift up on the knees, reach up high. Exhale, turn to your right, arms out, look back. Inhale, turn forward, raising the arms up, looking forward. Exhale, turn to your left, looking back. Inhale back to the center, reaching up high. And with the exhalation, move all the way down. Relax your neck. Go through the entire cycle one more time on your own, please. Inhale 6, exhale 6. And after you raise your arms up, go ahead and keep your arms extended as you bend forward with the exhalation, placing your palms on the floor in front of you. On the inhale, come on up onto your hands and knees, lifting the chest, curl the toes under, and with the exhalation, lift your knees off the ground, pushing into the downward facing dog. With the inhalation, carry your upper body forward into the plank position, aligning your shoulders over your wrists. Don't drop your hips. And with the exhalation, return into the downward facing dog, pushing back, stretching back through your sit bones. And we'll continue to move back and forth like that with a breath. On the inhale, moving forward into plank. And with the exhalation, returning back into the downward facing dog, stretching from your palms into your sit bones. Continue to move back and forth like that on your own. And as you continue to do that, notice how your shoulders feel. If this movement feels too challenging for you, then the arm balances that we're about to do will probably be too much for you, so you can just sit those out. Now return into the downward facing dog, please. And then from here, go ahead and bring your right knee down to the ground. Then lean onto your right thigh and then carry your left leg around as well, so you end up in the seated position. Now we will move into the boat pose, so go ahead and bend your knees, lengthen your spine, and then lean back, lifting your feet off the ground. Extend your arms along the floor, keep your neck long. Make sure that you inhale for 6 and exhale for 6. And as you stay here, try to hug your thighs as close towards yourself as possible while maintaining the length of the spine. Continue to breathe deeply and continue to move your thighs in towards yourself while keeping your lower legs parallel to the ground. Okay, go ahead and put your feet down. Now, go ahead and grab those blocks or books, whatever you have handy, and place them right next to your hips. For blocks, you can put them on the lowest setting. Place your hands on the blocks. Here you have to be mindful of how your wrists feel as well. If it feels like it's too much for your wrists, just stop at any point. So roll your shoulders back so we're not shrugging them toward the ears. Press your palms firmly into the blocks. And then with the next exhalation, go ahead and lift up, straightening your arms, lifting your butt off the ground. Once you lift your butt off the floor, next time when you exhale, contract the abdomen and pull your thighs in towards yourself, lifting your feet off the floor as well. You can cross your ankles. So stay here for as long as you can. Continue to breathe deeply. Continue to engage your abdomen with every exhalation and keep hugging your thighs in towards your body. And whenever you had enough, come down. From here, go ahead and transition onto your hands and knees, please. On the inhale, lift the chest forward and up. Curl the toes under. With the exhalation, move into the downward facing dog. And then little by little, walk your hands towards your feet so you end up standing on your feet. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. With the exhalation, bend your knees generously, placing your chest over your thighs. Relax your neck and shoulders. With the inhalation, lead with the chest, sweeping your arms out and up as you go all the way up into standing. Reach up high, stretch, look up. With the exhalation, gradually contract the abdomen, bend the knees, and place your chest over your thighs. Hands down, relax your neck and shoulders. On the inhale, again, nice wide sweep with the arms as you lead with the chest, going all the way up into standing. Reach up high, look up at your fingertips. And with the exhalation, gradual abdominal contraction, bending the knees, placing the chest over your thighs, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Do that 2 more times on your own, please. 6-second inhalation, 6-second exhalation. Keeping your feet firmly planted. And then next time when you transition up, stay up, lower your arms, step your right foot forward. Make sure that your hips are facing forward and your feet are not in one line. With the next inhalation, bend your front knee, raising your arms up, going into the warrior one. Keep your back heel grounded for now. With the exhalation, lean forward over your front leg, straighten the leg, and bring your arms out to the sides, lifting your back leg up behind you. With the inhalation, bend your front knee and return into warrior one, raising your arms up. And with the exhalation, straighten your front leg and come out of the pose, lowering the arms. We'll continue with that. So with the inhalation, move into warrior one. Keep the back heel on the ground for now, arms up. On the exhale, lean forward over your front leg, straightening your leg, lifting the back leg up, arms out to the sides, like an airplane position. With the inhalation, return back into warrior, placing your foot down on the floor behind you and raising the arms. And with the exhalation, straighten your front leg, lower your arms, and come out. Let's do that 2 more times, please, on your own. Try to keep it at 6-second inhalation and 6-second exhalation. And then next time we'll stay in the pose. So go ahead and move into the warrior first. With the exhalation, lean into our airplane. Stay here. It's completely up to you how far forward you will hinge. Just make sure that you keep lifting your back leg up. And then with the next inhalation, move your arms forward in front of you, aligning them next to your ears. Keep your head in line with the spine. Continue to breathe deeply. Every time you inhale, lengthen all along your spine through the arms and the extended leg. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in toward the center, from the front, sides, and back. Continue to breathe like that. 6-second inhalation, 6-second exhalation. And with the next exhalation, come out of the pose, stepping your foot down, lowering the arms. Put your feet about hip distance apart. Close your eyes. Take a breath or two, just observing the sensations in your body. And then whenever you feel ready, step your left foot forward. Again, make sure that your hips are facing forward and your feet are not in one line. With the next inhalation, bend your front knee, raising your arms forward and up. Keep your back heel on the ground for now. And with the exhalation, lean forward over your front leg, straightening it, lifting your back leg up and bringing your arms out to the side into the airplane position. With the next inhalation, bend the knee, raising your arms up and slowly put your back foot down on the ground, returning into warrior one. And with the next exhalation, straighten your front leg, lower the arms, coming out of the pose. And let's continue with that. As you inhale for about 6 seconds, move into warrior one. With the exhalation, lean over your front leg, lifting your back leg up. With the next inhalation, return into warrior one, bending your front knee, placing your back heel down. And with the exhalation, straighten your front leg, lower the arms. Continue to move like that on your own, please. Inhale for 6, exhale for 6. And then next time, when you lean into the airplane, stay there. It doesn't matter how far forward you hinge. Just make sure that you keep lifting your back leg up. And then from here, go ahead and extend your arms forward, keeping them by your ears. And continue to breathe deeply, at least 6-second inhalation and at least 6-second exhalation. Every time you inhale, lengthen all along your body. Continue to lift your back leg up. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, from the sides and back, creating the corset sensation. Continue to breathe like that. And then with the next exhalation, slowly bend your front knee and lower your back foot down, coming out of the pose. Turn to your right, keep your feet wide apart. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up. And with the exhalation, bend forward, placing your hands on the ankles or somewhere on your lower legs. With the next inhalation, bend the knees, pulling them out to the sides. Lift the chest forward and up. And with the exhalation, bend forward, extending your legs best you can. Relax your neck, your shoulders, bend down. Again, inhale, bend the knees, pull them apart, lifting the chest, creating length from the tailbone into the top of the head. Don't tense your neck. And with the exhalation, bend down, relaxing your neck, shoulders, straightening your legs best you can. Do that 2 more times on your own, please. 6-second inhalation, 6-second exhalation. And whenever you finish with it, press your feet firmly into the ground, bring your arms out, and then go up into standing, reach up high. Bring your arms down. Check and make sure that your feet are about parallel to each other, wide apart. Make sure that you're nice and stable in this position. We will be twisting here, and you might need a block for the next pose or not. We will be placing one hand down on the floor, so instead of the floor you can place it on the block if you need to. So with the next inhalation, please bring your arms out to the sides. And with the next exhalation, bring your right hand down to the ground while you turn your body to your left, looking down. Stay there. With the inhalation, bring your top arm over your head and look at it. With the exhalation, raise your arm back up, following it with your gaze. Twist deeper. And with the next inhalation, come on up into standing, arms out to the sides. And again, with the exhalation, bring your left hand down to the ground or the block while you turn your upper body to your right, look down. With the inhalation, bring your top arm over your head and look at your hands. Follow your hand with your gaze as you raise it back up with the exhalation, turning your body a little deeper into the twist. And with the inhalation, come back up into standing, arms out to the sides. And we'll continue with that. As you exhale, contract your abdomen, bring your right hand down to the ground, turn your body. With the inhalation, bring your top arm over your head, look at it, lengthen. With the exhalation, bring the arm back up, twist a little deeper, but maintain the length of the spine. And with the inhalation, come back up into standing, arms out to the sides. Gradual abdominal contraction on the exhale, bringing your left hand down to the floor or your block. Inhale, bring your top arm over, look at it. On the exhale, raise the arm up, following it with your gaze. Twist deeper. And with the inhalation, come back up into standing, arms out to the sides. Continue like that on your own, one more time on each side, please. Try to keep your inhalation about 6 seconds and your exhalation about 6 seconds as well. And whenever you come out of the pose, with the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high, and with the exhalation, bend forward. Place your hands on the floor, and then little by little, walk your hands forward as far forward as you can while keeping the weight on your feet. Spread your fingers wide apart, press your palms into the ground, and pull your sit bones back. Take a few nice deep breaths here, creating a nice stretch from your tailbone into the top of your head, into your hands. We want to keep the upper arms next to the ears. If it's difficult for you to do that, then the next balance pose that we will try probably won't work for you. So just be mindful of that. You can sit that one out. So take a couple more breaths here. Inhale for 6, exhale for 6. Keep your head in line with the spine. And then little by little, walk your hands towards your feet. Press your feet firmly into the ground. Bring your arms out to the sides. Come on up into standing, reach up high. And as you exhale, bring your arms down. So for the next pose, we will need a wall. So go ahead and sit against the wall and straighten your legs forward. Notice where your heels land, and this is where you want your hands to go. So now go ahead and transition onto your hands and knees, and then place your hands in the same positions where your heels were. From here, transition into the downward facing dog. Spread the fingers out wide. And then whenever you feel ready, we will walk the feet up the wall, and we will try to align your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your shoulders while keeping both feet on the wall. Our goal is to form like a 90-degree angle at your hips. And make sure that you keep your neck relaxed. So whenever you feel ready, shift the weight of the body to your hands and walk your feet up along the wall. You can also put your feet on the chair instead. We want the feet to be at the same level as your hips. Remember, we're shooting for a 90-degree angle here. Press your hands firmly into the ground and pull your tailbone up toward the ceiling. Make sure that you're not sagging in your shoulders or your lower back. Don't strain your neck. Once you get yourself aligned, you can extend one leg up toward the ceiling. And take a couple full deep breaths here. Every time you inhale, lengthen up through your foot. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in toward the center from the front, sides, and back. After you take a couple of breaths like that, you can switch sides, so put your foot on the wall and then extend your other leg up. Again, make sure that you keep your legs strong. Keep pressing your palms down into the ground firmly as you stretch up through your heel. Do not allow overarching in your lower back. Lengthen as you inhale and hug your waist in as you exhale. And whenever you had enough of that, put your foot back down on the wall and then walk your feet down to the ground. Bring your knees down to the ground and then transition into the child's pose. Forehead to the floor, arms along the body. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. And take a few full deep breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, transition up into your hands and knees, and then up into standing. Bring your feet wide apart, please, and then turn your right foot out and your left foot slightly in. Bring your arms out to the sides, and then next time when you exhale, bring your right elbow down towards your right thigh, moving your left arm over your head. In this position, lengthen through the whole left side of the body and look up at your hands. And with the exhalation, sweep your arm towards your hip as you turn your head to look down towards your right foot. And let's do it again. On about the count of 6, sweep your left arm over your head, lengthen through the whole left side of the body, look up. And with the exhalation, sweep your arm towards your hip and turn your head to look down towards your right knee. Do that 2 more times on your own, please. Nice wide sweep with your left arm, looking up. And with the exhalation, sweeping the arm down, turning your head to look down. One more time. Inhale 6, exhale 6. And whenever you finish with this repetition, go ahead and turn your body to your right. So you are now in lunge position, and place your hands to the floor to the inside of your right foot. Then place your back knee down on the ground. Take a deep breath here. And with the next exhalation, bend your elbows so that your upper body will sink down to the inside of your right knee. Relax your neck, relax the shoulders. Make sure that your right knee doesn't drop out to the side. Keep it snug, close to your shoulder. And we'll take a few full deep breaths here. With every exhalation, sink a little deeper into the pose. Do your best not to sag in the hip though. Instead, focus on bending forward. Let's take a couple more breaths like that. Inhale 6, exhale 6. Keep your neck and shoulders relaxed. And then with the next exhalation, press your front foot firmly into the ground. Lift your back knee off the floor, keeping your back foot on the ground. And then push up into standing. Turn to the center so that your feet are parallel to each other. And then whenever you feel ready, turn your left foot out and your right foot slightly in. With the inhalation, bring your arms out to the sides. And with the next exhalation, bend your left knee, placing your left elbow on your left thigh. Stay there. With the inhalation, sweep your right arm over your head, look up. And with the exhalation, sweep your right arm toward your hip and look down toward your left knee. We'll continue with that. Inhale for about 6, sweeping your right arm over, stretching through the entire right side of the body. Look up. And with the exhalation, sweep the arm toward the hip as you turn your head to look down. Take 2 more breaths like that. Inhale 6, exhale 6. And then whenever you finish with your current repetition, bring your arm down, turn to your left so you end up in the lunge position. Put your hands down to the floor on the inside of your left foot, and then place your back knee down on the ground. Take a deep breath here, and with the exhalation, bend your elbows, moving your upper body down toward the ground, keeping your left knee snug to your left shoulder. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, breathe deeply. Inhale 6, exhale 6. As you sink deeper into the pose. And whenever you had enough of that, little by little transition down onto your hands and knees. With the inhalation, lift the chest forward and up. With the exhalation, move down into the child's pose. Let's take a breath or two here. Relax your neck, relax the shoulders. And then with the next inhalation, coming up onto your hands and knees. And let's prepare for crow pose. We will do crow pose in 3 stages, so feel free to stop at any stage and linger there, or just take a break, depending on how your wrists and shoulders feel. And if you have injuries or any other issues with your wrists and shoulders, it's probably best to sit this one out. So go ahead and grab your 2 blocks. 1 block will work, a big book will work too, but 2 blocks work the best. Put the blocks next to each other, and then go ahead and climb up onto those blocks and come into the squatting position. This will be our starting point. So climbing up on the blocks give you a little bit of a lift so that it will be easier for you to lean forward from here. So once you get up there, go ahead and place your hands on the floor in front of you. Keep your hands about shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers out wide. Do your best to point your middle fingers forward to protect your wrists. And then make sure that you relax your neck and keep looking down at the floor for the duration of the movement. So whenever you feel ready, go ahead and begin to lean forward onto your hands. And as you do, go ahead and climb your knees up over your arms, as close to your armpits as you can comfortably. So some of the weight of your knees will be resting on your upper arms, but we want to make sure that it's not too much of it. So we need to engage the core and create the sensation of lift, both through your arms and through your lower body as well. So let's experiment. This will be our stage 1, leaning forward, pulling the knees up along your upper arms, and then trying to shift the weight from your feet onto your hands, but still touching the blocks with your toes. And then lean back, bringing the weight back to your feet. So if that was enough for you, you can stop there, or you can continue with a stage 2. So let's try to do the same thing again, shifting the weight forward, placing your knees over your upper arms wherever it feels comfortable and stable, and start to lean your upper body forward, and this time see if you can lift the toes of your right foot off the block. Test it out. Keep pressing your palms firmly into the ground, creating the sensation of lift through your upper body and your arms. And then switch sides. Put the toes of the right foot down and lift the toes of your left foot. Again, test it out, see how it feels. Come out, shift the weight back to your feet. Again, if that was enough for you, then stop here. Or you can continue with stage 3, where we will try to lift the toes of both feet off of the blocks. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring your hands back down to the ground. Shift the weight forward. Make sure that your elbows don't splay out to the side. Lift the toes of one foot off the block and then the toes of the other foot off the block. Engage your core. Take a couple more breaths here, negotiating your balance. Make sure that you do not hold your breath. Continue to breathe in and out. And then whenever you had enough, lean back, put your feet back down on the blocks. And then transition down onto your hands and knees. Move the blocks out of the way. Place your forehead down on the ground and put your hands on your lower back. Relax your neck. With the next inhalation, lift up on the knees, sweeping your arms out and up, leading up with the chest. Stretch up. And with the exhalation, gradually move all the way down. Gradual abdominal contraction, chest to your thighs, hands to your lower back. Relax the neck. Let's do it again on the inhale. Sweep the arms, lead with the chest, reach up high. And with the exhalation, move down, gradually contracting the abdomen. Nice big sweep with the arms. Do that 2 more times on your own, please. Inhale 6, exhale 6, moving with your breath. Nice big arm sweep. And whenever you finish with it, go ahead and transition down onto your stomach, please. Put your forearms on the ground and forehead on the floor. Make sure that you're not shrugging the shoulders up toward the ears. We're going to keep the forearms down. Place your feet together. With the next inhalation, lift your upper body up on both legs, bringing your feet wide apart. Stay up at the top. On the exhale, bring your feet together and squeeze. On the inhale, bring your legs apart, widening the chest, shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, come on down, right ear to the ground. And let's do that again. On about the count of 6, lift your upper body up and both legs, feet apart. On about the count of 6, bring your feet together and squeeze. Long neck. On 6, move your feet apart, widening the chest, your collarbones. And on 6, come on down, left ear to the ground. Do the entire cycle on your own, please. Inhale 6, exhale 6. And then whenever you finish with that, go ahead and roll onto your back. Hug your knees to the chest. Place your hands on your knees and circle your knees away from each other a few times. Keep your knees bent, bring your arms out to the sides. Keep your head in the center. With the next exhalation, lower both knees down to your right as you turn your head to your left. Do your best to keep your knees glued together. And with the inhalation, bring your knees up and head returns to the center. And let's do that again on the exhale. Take your knees to the other side, to your left, as you turn your head to your right. And with the inhalation, everything returns back to the center. Continue to move like that on your own. Exhale 6, inhale 6, or longer if it feels appropriate. Do your best to keep your knees squeezed together. And after you do an even number on both sides, bring your knees back to the center, put your hands on your knees. With the exhalation, hug your knees close to your chest. Take a couple of breaths here. And then put your feet down on the ground. Keep your feet about hip distance apart with your heels pretty close to your buttocks. Extend your arms along the body. We'll do the bridge pose. So with the next inhalation, slowly roll your hips up, raising your right arm forward and then up, reach up high, head is at the center. And with the exhalation, slowly roll your hips down, lowering the arm and turning your head away from the moving arm, about the count of 6. And do that again on the inhale, roll your hips up, raising your left arm forward and up. Head is at the center when you're at the top. And with the exhalation, slowly roll down, lowering the arm and turning your head away from the moving arm. Continue to move like that. Alternate your arms. Inhale for 6, exhale for 6. And whenever you do an even number on both sides, hug the knees to the chest. Take another breath or two here. And then little by little, transition into a comfortable resting position of your choice. Once you begin to get settled here, make sure that your upper back feels really wide on the floor, that your shoulders are relaxed. Relax your arms and your neck. Relax the rest of the body. Continue to breathe like that. And this time, see if you can take your inhalation to about 8 seconds and exhalation to about 8. Do that for a few cycles, and if it feels okay, then take your inhalation to 10 seconds and your exhalation to 10 seconds as well. Make sure that's not strenuous for you though. The breathing should still be flowing and comfortable. Take another breath or two here. And then little by little, bend your knees one at a time. Roll onto your side and transition up into a comfortable seated position of your choice. You can sit on the floor, the block, or a chair, whatever is most comfortable for you right now. Get settled. Sit up tall. And once you get settled here, go ahead and place your fingertips on the floor, on the ground next to you, if possible. If not, you can just rest your hands on your knees or your legs. Take a full deep breath in. And with the exhalation, imagine draining stress and negative energy, negative stuff down through your arms, your fingertips, and into the ground. And then as you inhale, imagine drawing positive energy, fresh new energy from the earth and up along the body into the top of your head. Now continue to breathe like that. So on the exhale, drain your excess stress or negative energy through your arms into the ground. And with the inhalation, draw the new positive energy from the ground up along your body. As you continue to breathe like that, try to make your exhalation 10 seconds long. And make your inhalation 10 seconds long as well. And continue to breathe at that pace, imagining that energy movement down through your arms and up along your spine. Take a couple more breaths like that. And when you finish with your current breath cycle, connect the index finger and the thumb of each hand, and then rest your hands on your knees. Continue to breathe deeply without counting. And take a moment now to notice how you feel. How your neck, upper back, shoulders feel. How your back and your hips feel. And how you feel energetically. What kind of mind state you're in right now, and whether or not it's different from the beginning of the practice. Take a few more full deep breaths like that, staying aware of your current state. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.